welcome back to my channel. So as of today, recording this, it is Sunday, August 27th. So I went to Vegas last weekend and saw Bruno Mars, and I did say I was going to record a vlog. But let's just say the trip itself, like flying to Vegas and back home, was a lot. And then it wasn't a lot going on since we were only there for like a full day. So yeah. So not a lot happened. And then with the concert, you had a no phone policy. So you were pretty much watching the concert in the moment, just enjoying it in the moment, even though I would love to have videos of it, but yeah, what you gonna do? But I'm gonna be honest, he will probably be like the only artist I would be willing to have do the no phone policy. Any other artist, I don't know, like, are you kidding me? How am I gonna prove I went to the concert? But yeah, so as you can see, my butterfly nails are off because Vegas is over, and I want to do something different. So we're gonna do. I'll open it like that. So we're going to do these green marble-like nails. And if you can hear in the background, I have to use a verb, but I might have to change the other because this is Disney, and Disney does not play when it comes to their properties. So hold on a second. I'm so serious. Disney does not play. Like, there's this there's this theory is if you have like a sex tape, you put like Disney music over it, and within second Disney will have that taken down because of copyright laws. So I'm gonna change the channel so I don't get in no deep doo-doo with Disney. Because I'm telling you, Disney is not the one to play with when it comes to copyright laws. Like they will absolutely lose their mind when it comes to their stuff. I'm not even just talking about like Disney and Disney Channel. I'm talking like Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic, all like the properties that that they own as well as partner with. They don't play around. So anything that is owned, if not partnered with by Disney. So yeah. Hold on. So we're gonna just find a video, just like a good video where I don't get in any type of trouble. Alright, so I'm gonna watch this video where this person like ranks every episode of SpongeBob. So going all the way back to season 1 to the most current episode that was released when he was filming and editing and recording the whole thing. But I'm gonna put this like a little low so it's like in the background. So going back to the concert, oh, 10 out of 10, like no complaints. Like everything about it was amazing, except for the no phone policy. Like, what the hell? Like, how am I supposed to prove that I went to the Bruno Mars concert? Like I need physical evidence. But I mean, like, it was still actually good. But And like he pretty much sang almost every a couple. He sang some songs off of 24 Karat Magic, and then you have the un on I can't say that word, unorthodox jukebox, and what was it, doo wop, and the hooligans. And I was like, so he was like singing songs, like he was even singing songs like the first single that like gave him his start with Nothing on You. I was like, oh, we're going back to like 09, 2010. When I was like in fifth grade. Good times too. But yeah. I literally would say that was like a pretty fun experience. Now, again, would I go? Like, I definitely enjoyed it. I was glad they sang a couple of my favorite songs. And then, if I recall, he even sang "Leave the Door Open," like the chorus. Oh man, that was a concert. I mean, like, I did enjoy enjoying it as it was happening instead of like recording and watching it as it happens. But I was just like, I still wanted like evidence, not evidence, but like, that's way too tiny. But like but yeah, it was still like a pretty good concert. Like, yeah, that was like enjoyable. Like, I'm gonna show you guys. So, I even got a bag of the confetti from the concert. I was like, I need something tangible, evidence. And it was a big surprise. Is my sister? She got the hotel that was by the arena that he was performing. So we stayed at the MGM hotel. So it was like fancy. I'm talking like they had like, as you entered in the hotel to check in, you have like this big lion statue and like greenery. But I wouldn't say greenery, but like flowers and maybe greenery. And I was like, wow, this is fancy. This is like classy. So yeah. So I was like, wow, this is like fancy. So like, oh, that's way too big. Sorry. I'm just trying to fit the nails first. That way, what I'm doing. Oh man. But by the time the concert was over, there was like strains on my vocal cords because I was like singing at the top of my lungs. And that was hot too because we were just, me and my sister, we were for sure dancing to every song. But yeah, that was like crazy. But now I can say I went to Vegas. Did I get to experience the whole bone, the whole Vegas experience? No. but I actually got to go see Vegas. We went on the strip going to the arena that the concert was being held at, and we passed like the New York part of the strip, and I was like, oh my god, this is cool. So like when you're on the strip going to the New York area, so you have like the Statue of Liberty, and then the building. I can't think of the name, but you would see it in so many like superhero movies that are based in New York. But yeah, like I was like, oh that's the vibe. But yeah, oh, we're gonna see him again. There's a chance I could. Would I go anytime soon? Probably not. But yeah, that was like a really great concert. I will give him that. But the craziest thing happened. So after we landed in Vegas, and you know how like you turn your phone back off, turn the airplane mode off, and you start going through all your notifications. So me and my sister, we're going on our social media, just checking, and we got the news. Found the news that Bray Wyatt, a WWE superstar, tragically passed away on Thursday at the age of 36. I was completely shocked because that's just so young. And like it's and a lot of people are still kind of processing and grasping that news because it was one thing, and then the day before, WWE Hall of Famer Terry Funk, who I don't really know because I wasn't really a huge fan of like the 80s or 90s, so I wasn't really into WWE then, nor alive, so I wouldn't know. But he was like 79, so he was getting close to up there. It's just 36. That's crazy to me. Like, but like, I'm about to say yesterday, like it's still Saturday, but last Friday, SmackDown episode was pretty much just honoring those two late and great WWE superstars that changed WWE storylines and it made what WWE is known for. Well, mostly. It was just Bray Wyatt's death shocked me the most because 36, and people are kind of seeing similarities with his death to Eddie Guerrero's death because he was only 38 in 2005 when he passed away. And then with Bray Wyatt is what's crazy. It's just crazy to me because cause of death was he had a heart attack, and there was, and then I don't remember who reported it on Twitter, on social media, where it says that he actually caught COVID either earlier this year or somewhere around last year, and COVID kind of caused him some heart problems, and which ended up being the reason why he tragically and suddenly passed away. And like, and just seeing like all of like the WWE superstars, current and former, like pouring in like their thoughts and prayers and etc on on the news. It's just it just really shows you that life is actually precious and you just have to treasure every single day as if it's your last. So that's why when it comes, this is why, like, besides me being a Leo, is why I enjoy celebrating my birthday, because it means I've lived another year, became wiser, and was granted to live one more year. Because if, I don't know if anybody has said it, but I feel like I always been told this when I was like, I've heard the saying, we're living on borrowed time, which is honestly true. So, so yeah, it's just kind of sad because I supposedly in around April, which was WrestleMania 39, Bray Wyatt was supposed to have like a feud and match with Bobby Lashley, but it did not happen because I'm guessing with COVID he wasn't able to perform and wasn't medically cleared, and since then reports were coming in that he was dealing with a illness, which wasn't reported, which makes sense because that's nobody's business unless you are okay with sharing your medical information. But I honestly at first assumed maybe it was like a mental health problem, because I was like, mental health is as serious as physical health. Like, if your brain's not healthy, then you're not healthy. But what was, but as we got into the summer season, reports were coming in that he was now getting close to being medically cleared. He was preparing and prepping for his comeback. And it's, it just astounds you. But yeah. But like, my thoughts and prayers are with his wife and kids. He has like little kids. Like, I think they're like 6, 7, and under. So like, that's really heartbreaking. Is these kids aren't gonna have like physical memories, like memories of their own that they created. Like, yeah, they're gonna hear stories of their dad and maybe watch some of his matches to have some type of memory of him, but it's just not the same as having a memory that you and that person created. So I like empathize with those kids because I lost my dad when I was only 9, so I don't have that many memories of him. But the difference is these kids are even younger. Their brains are still fully developing, and it's gonna be hard to even remember your own father at that young of an age. But yeah. But let me change the subject so I don't start crying because it's kind of sad. Not even kind of. It just is. Like, he was only 36. That's really sad to me. Someone, it's always sad to me when someone that young passes away. It's just like they had their whole life ahead of them. It's different, like with Bob Baker, who was the host of The Price is Right. He passed away yesterday at the age of 99. Like, he lived almost to 100. Like, the same thing with Betty White. Like, they've seen the world change. They see technology evolve, etc., etc. Hold on. Woo, my hoodie saved my nail. So yeah. But yeah. But let's change the subject. So, great news. I am going back to college. So, I have finally registered to the Southern New Hampshire University for online courses in marketing. So I sorry. I have everything. Sorry, I got distracted. So I had everything up, entered, applied, registered, whatever you want to call it, for like my financial aids, my courses, and all of my information and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be honest, like I'm like nervous in a way because I'm like, am I able to do this? Because I went to college when I was 19, but I wasn't fully prepared, like physically prepared for that. But like, yeah. So yeah, so I'm only taking one course at a time. So yeah, so my classes start tomorrow actually. So I'm like a little excited, but also a little nervous because this is my second time doing college. Because the first time I was like, oh, I'm set in doing creative writing, but like, and even then, I wasn't fully mentally prepared because I wasn't like mentally nor financially prepared. Like, I've never like truly done anything on my own by 19. But like at 25, it's much different. Like, I'm working, I can get to places on my own via public transportation slash Uber slash Uber. Did I say Uber slash Lyft? But yeah. But yeah. So this is like a cute kind of design. But like, yeah, so it just feels a little. And but this time around, I'm able to do my courses on my own time. Well, somewhat on my own time instead of having to like work around a whole schedule with both classes and work. So I'm like also excited because I feel like I'm more mentally prepared for college. Than when I was at 19. Because again, when you're only 19, you haven't fully experienced the real world when you are completely sheltered. Yeah. But yeah. But but yeah, like I'm excited about it. Like it feels like it's definitely gonna be different. Because again, I feel like marketing is something I could look into. And why marketing is because with my therapist, I was going over just how marketing works and how I think it works. And she suggested that maybe I should look into marketing, and I But yeah, so yeah, and then then I had a conversation with my brother about it, and I was thinking about it. And I was like, yeah, let me apply, and here we are, a whole almost pretty much a month later. So now, there's more good news coming around. So, so I don't know if you guys know, but I do write fan fiction and fiction. So I finished this book last year, thought I could self publish it, but then I was like, yeah, this is not for me. And then I went back over it because I realized when you're working with iCloud, if you have an Apple iCloud account and you are putting all your stuff on the iCloud drive, you can use it with with Pages. And I had a couple of projects on Pages, and you can actually publish that stuff on an Apple book. And I was like, oh really? So I went back over to that book and started going over it for the last few months, changing things, adding things, taking things out, etc., etc., just kind of making it better in my expectations. So once I felt like it was good, I tried to I tried to publish it on Apple, but it didn't work out. And then like I found this publisher. So long story short, I sent my manuscript to them, and lo and behold, it got accepted. They sent me a contract to go over, and I have a appointment to speak with one of the publishing sorry, scratch that, consultant, over the next steps and go from there. Which I'm honestly excited. So if I go through with this process and sign the contract and and everything goes out well, I'll be able to sell this book. I might even be able to go on the news, local radio stations, and promote it any type of way. So I'm excited about that. Like, nervously excited. So I went over the contract, and I just have a couple of questions on it. So I'm gonna be asking that consultant about those questions. Yeah, but I'm honestly excited. I did. It gave me motivation again to write more, because I will be honest with you. I at at a point of this year, I kind of lost motivation to write. It might also have to be dealing, also have to dwell in to having that mental health crisis I had earlier this year. And now that I'm in a better mental space than I was in April, is like different. Like, all of these good things are happening to me. I'm going to college, getting a degree, furthering myself in my education and as well as my career, and about to have my book published. I feel like I'm stepping into the right direction. And it makes me happy because if you would have told me last year I would have now been speaking with a therapist, taking medicine for my anxiety and depression, and doing something about getting to a better mental space when it comes to my dating life. And now going back to college to get a degree in marketing, as well as now publishing my book, having my book published, I would have said, "You are lying to me." But now it feels like things are moving in the right direction for me. Like, dating life still kind of up in the air, but everything else feels like it's moving in the right direction for me. Oops. Sorry, that one slid off. But like, I'm like happy. Like, ooh, look at this. Like, but that kind of looks cute. But like, I'm like, I can't explain. Like, I'm gonna like cry because I feel so proud of myself. Is because now I'm going back to college so I can get a degree in marketing, as well as my book now going to be published. Going through that process of it being edited and having a book cover design and etc. etc. Like, I never in a million years would I have thought this is how my life would have been. When I was younger, I thought when I was 18, when I graduate high school, I would immediately go to college and then graduate, find the love of my life, and all that stuff. But that wasn't clearly the plan. But I am making strides to the future I want for myself. But yeah, so we got the left hand going. I don't know if I'm gonna have more time to get the right hand going, but like, we're halfway there. If we get to the 35-minute mark, I'll cut it even if I have like one or two nails left. But yeah, because I just don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be. Because again, the longer the video is, the longer it takes for it to upload. So yeah. He's on the episode Scaredy Pants. I always love that one line where Squidward, he like rises up from wherever. It goes like, "I come for your pickle." And SpongeBob's like, "Ah!" Like, I've always watched that for every Halloween since as long as I can remember. And then like the same thing with the Christmas special. The first one. I'm not talking about the second one from 2012. Now don't get me wrong. That one's good. That one's great. That one has a little something. But the first one, it's it's the one I grew up with when I was younger. But yeah, like, we are down to the minute, so I don't think I'm gonna make it. We're gonna try our best because I have to file this nail down. Okay. That seems like a reasonable length for my nail. Yeah. So we're down to the wire. So we're gonna have 3 nails not done. So we're gonna probably have to end this video because I got 3 more nails and a few of them are kind of longish. Well, not long, just long. At the length I need them to be. So we're gonna end it right here. So I hope you guys are enjoying your day, afternoon, or evening. Until then, bye guys.